Welcome back to Papa Pops. I'm sorry I'm not giving you guys regular videos on a continuous basis, but a lot of it has to just do with life and stuff. But I'm here right now, and I want to thank everybody who's been watching the videos. I want to thank everybody who's subscribed so far, and I want to convince you guys to go on out there and get more people to go ahead and subscribe, so that way this channel can get better. Because like I said, with the more subscribers, the better the content we can give. Um, Today, what I want to do is share my new set that I got of Chainsaw Man. Now, I don't know if many of you know Chainsaw Man, but Chainsaw Man's a manga Japanese comic that they've also made into uh, an animated series as well. Uh, Hopefully, some point in time, maybe even a live action. I think that would be pretty cool. It's it's kind of horror-ish when you start talking about it. It's like a, I don't know, kind of like a Hellraiser, kind of like uh, Demon Hunter kind of like thing. But so what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and start by showing you guys what I've got. So you get your main character, and his name's Denji. Now Denji has his little friend, and his little friend, his name is Pochita. But as you can see, that's Denji. And what ends up happening in this story, without ruining too much, here's his little pet pal, Pochita, who happens to have a chainsaw at the end of his head. Now he's a little demon himself, but these two kind of work together hunting down evil demons. And somewhere or another in the story, what ends up happening is he's next to death, and the only way for him to survive is for Pochita to go ahead and actually enter into his body to help save his life. So anytime that he pulls this little string on his chest, once Pochita enters him, he'll end up turning into the Chainsaw Man and start hunting down demons. Now this is the regular one. And like I said, eventually what ends up happening is these two merge together, so that way I can make this one. And normally he looks like this, but when it's time to go ahead and start hunting down demons, he turns into this. So kind of put that over here. Hopefully you can see him. I don't know, but so here's the chase. This is the bloody version of the Chainsaw Man. Now, there's not a whole lot of difference between the regular and the chase, because like I said, the chase has just got him with blood all over his jacket. I think there might, yeah, there's some on his chainsaws too, because he's got chainsaws on both hands, uh, and he's got a chainsaw on his head. But again, he's then enlisted by somewhat of a demon hunter group, and this is the main gal who recruits him. And you find out later on that she's very powerful herself. Uh, and then he ends up kind of tag teaming up with, well, I should say he's kind of enlisted to tag up with this gal Power inside the series. Kind of like, when you have the two agents from Men in Black. These two, go out hunting for the demons and go ahead and take them down. And then you got Aki. And again, he's a swordsman, but he's fantastic. He's got all kinds of powers as well. They all have like certain powers and stuff. And like I said, for those of you who haven't ever read or watched read any mangas or watching the cartoons, they've all got certain different types of abilities. But it's a very interesting story. So for those people that really enjoy, let me go ahead and kind of separate these a little bit. for those of you who really enjoy like horror, like Chucky or Freddy or Jason or anything like that, but also enjoy like animation and stuff, this is a really good animated series for you to watch. I think they just started up with the second season or whatever, but I haven't started watching it yet. I watched the first full season, but I fell in love with this story, and thought maybe you guys might want to just see them because, like I said, I think it's really cool. Um, Plus, I really don't show you guys very much of my collection. I'm usually like showing you stuff that, as I'm unboxing it, and that's it. So you guys don't see much of my other collection. So some of my videos for a little bit, I might go ahead and start showing you uh, some of my collection, so that way you guys can see what I'm into. Because like I said, I'm a huge One Piece fan. Uh, it's not the main Funkos I got, or it's not the main line of Funkos that got me into Funkos. The main line was Rocks, because I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan. So when they brought out the Eddies, I thought, man, I've got to go ahead and get these. And then from then on, I'm just sucked in, you know. And so I think most of us who collect pops go, I'm only going to get this when we initially get into it, and then suddenly, before we know it, we're into another line, or we're into another line, and then we start going, okay, I'm not going to go and get any more lines, so what I'll do is you just end up buying certain Funkos that you like a lot, and then start realizing you are in a whole lot of different lines. But yeah, Funko Pop Rocks was my first line that I got into. And then after that I got into my horror, because again, I've always been a horror fan. So I'll share some of that stuff with you in some of my videos. But like I said, I'm a huge One Piece fan. Gosh, there's all kinds of stuff out there that I really like. I mean, you guys have seen I've got some Spider-Man and stuff. I love Spider-Man, but I'm not going to get into all that stuff. I just get into ones that I really, really like, because again, I've kind of discussed before that getting into every single line and trying to be a completionist, man, you just run out of room. You can't do it unless, of course, you're wealthy and you can build yourself a big old warehouse or something. But I enjoy it. At some point in time, I might liquidate some of my stuff so that way I can have more room. But at this point, I'm happy with whatever I've got. I'm also really into autographs. I've been more focused on that lately than most stuff, because it kind of slows me down on buying Funkos if I'm doing that, because they're costly. Whether or not you're going out to a convention or going to a show, it costs money to do that stuff. And then on top of which, not like it was back in the 70s and 80s and stuff, where you go on in and your entrance fee paid for you to go up to that person and get an autograph. Nowadays, you pay for an entrance fee, and then you got to pay a surplus to the person to get the autograph. And then if you want to, get it authenticated, it costs money. So everything becomes very costly over time. But I love Funkos, and if you guys are watching my video, that means you're enjoying them too, or maybe you're thinking about enjoying them. And if you got questions, please put them in the comments, so that way I can help you out. If you're looking for something or wondering if it's out there or whatever, let me know, so that way I can go ahead and see what you guys like and everything. It also helps for other content later on down the road, because if you guys are talking about something that doesn't exist, and it's something you think that would be cool, it's something I would definitely do a video on later on. So let me know. But other than that, I want to remind everybody, keep on watching. Please keep on sharing. Those of you who are watching and haven't subscribed, please do so. But I enjoy this, and I want to thank everybody out there. And all I can say is, shock ya.